Okay, so in the last video we looked at how we can mentally calculate the percentages of numbers like 5%, 10% and so on. However, what if you got a question like this, 21% or 41%? How would you approach it? You've got 10 seconds and your time starts now. Go for it. Okay, your time is up. Watch me. 15 times 2 is 30. 30 plus 1.5 equals 31.5. And there's your answer. 21% of 150 equals 31.5. So, how did I do it? Alright, let's see. A fresh piece of paper. And we had 21% of 150. And the way we approach this question is using a similar technique to the one we did in the last video, which is to break up the percentage into digestible parts. So in this case, that would be 20% and 1%, because 21% is nothing more than 20% plus 1%. However, the benefit of this is we know that 20% again is nothing more than 10% plus 10%, which means we can easily look at a number like this and get 10%, couldn't we? By simply moving the decimal point one spot to the left. So we know that 10% of 150 is equal to 15, which means 20% must be equal to 15 times 2, which is 30. Yeah, so far so good. We need to get 20% plus 1%, and already we've got 20%. Because we know 20 is nothing more than 10 plus 10. And we know how to get 10% of any number by moving the decimal point one spot to the left, which gave us 15, and then 15 times 2 equals to 30. Yeah? Now for the final part, which is to get 1%. Now if we know we need to move the point one spot to the left to get 10%, how many positions do we need to move it to get 1%? If you guessed 2, you are correct. We need to move the decimal point 2 positions to the left, and that will give us 1% of any number, which gives us, in this case, 1.5. So, 20% is equal to 30, and 1% is equal to 1.5, which means 21% is equal to 30 plus 1.5, which is 31.5. And that's your answer. Okay, let's verify that on the calculator. We have 21% of 150. And as we can see, the answer is indeed 31.5. All right, time for some practice. I'm going to give you a question now to see if you understood the concept. And your question is, can you get 31% of 120? And I'm going to give you a generous 10 seconds. Your time starts now. Go. Okay, I think I may have given you some extra time. Hopefully you've got an answer by now. Watch me. 12 times 3 equals 36. 36 plus 1.2 is equal to 37.2. And that's your answer. As you can see, it should only take you just a few seconds to get the answer to questions like these. And as before, what did we do? We broke this number into digestible parts. In this case, 30% plus 1%. And 30%, as we know, is nothing more than 10% plus 10% plus 10%. So 10% of 120 equals to 12, which means 30% must be 12 times 3, which is equal to 36. Yeah? And then to get 1%, as we did before, we move the decimal place 2 spots to the left, which gives us 1.2, which means 31% must be equal to 36 plus 1.2, which is 37.2. And let's once again verify that answer on the calculator. 31% of 120. And there we have it. Indeed, the answer is 37.2. So that's it for this one. Not sure what we'll do in the next lesson, but hopefully I'll see you again there. In the meantime, keep learning.